and gentlemen, welcome back to Haychie, the Pokemon channel. Today, I've made so many videos on Cynthia's Garchomp. I'm not stopping. It's probably the most fun and consistent deck to play. It's up there with the Corkscrew Dive, which is what me and your mother did last night. But what Corkscrew Dive does is 100 damage, and you may discard or draw cards until you have 6. You can see the consistency. You have good attackers in Gible and Gabite, plus Spiritomb, of course. But what Gabite does is add a whole level of consistency of being able to grab Cynthia's Pokemon from your deck onto your bench or onto your active Pokemon. One or the other, it doesn't matter. But you can search your deck for Cynthia's Pokemon. The entirety of your deck is Cynthia's Pokemon as far as Pokemon goes, and everything else is built around this. Now, we're starting this from the Prague Regional, which was last weekend by the time this video is going up. I'm on the wrong thing, but that doesn't matter, actually. But here we have Nettie Kosak. They went... We'll go to the deck list. They went 12-2. It got third in a 1,300-person tournament, getting third with Cynthia's Garchomp. Congratulations. Getting third is insane. I didn't think Garchomp would be that far up there because it feels like a very true and honest deck. It's not cheating, which is what decks don't cheat, but most decks like have a way of cheating out prizes. This deck doesn't really have that. When I say cheating, I mean like cheating out prizes with Monkey Dory, Dragapult putting the 60 extra damage in, doing some weird shenanigans, Wally's Compassion to be able to heal an entire Mega Pokemon up after you've been working on it for 3 years. It doesn't have Crustle. The Crustle matchup's gonna be fun. It's not an auto loss, which is kind of fun. It's heavily reliant on getting Roserades out and attacking with Gabite or Gible for all that matters. It's just a 20 damage difference. But also, Spiritomb can just one-shot them at any point, but you have to use your Spiritomb wisely because you don't run Night Stretcher in this deck. I'm talking a lot, but I'm actually really excited. So congratulations, Nettie. Garchomp did surprisingly well. I think I have... Do I have the info? I don't have it. Oh, I do have it. Here we go. So it went 309 and 307. Above 50%. I don't count the ties as a loss because I always talk about this. Not always. It's done it a few times, but ties count as 1/3 of a win, which is how it's counted in the actual tournament. Like when you get a win, you get 3 points. You get a tie, you get 1 point. You get a loss, you get 0 points. That's how it works. So it makes sense that it's a percentage on there, but I try not to count that because I only care about winning. We're playing the Pokemon TCG Live. We're not in an actual tournament, so I just care about wins or losses. We're not going to tie any games here. So, looking at it, they went 6-4 against pure Dragapult, which is important because you one-shot Dragapult pretty consistently because Garchomp is doing, with the second attack, 260, and then you add in 2 Roserades, you're doing 320, and the addition to, of course, 2 Premium Power Pros makes it pretty consistent being able to one-shot them, while Dragapult is not one-shotting you. And if you're not getting there with Garchomp, let's say you're struggling, and they hit into your Garchomp doing 200 damage and moving 60 damage to, let's say, your Roserade, all of a sudden, your Spiritomb's doing 260 damage. And then if you have 2 Roserades in, that's doing 320 damage. You can see how this kind of functions a little bit. Also, incredibly convenient thing for Garchomp is the fact that, A, it's got 2 good attacks, but B, it's got 0 retreat. And fighting is actually a very good all-around attacker, mainly because there's 2 common EXs in a lot of decks these days, which is Meowth EX, which you're one-shotting with the Corkscrew Dive, and Pheasantipity, which you're not one-shotting, but if you get a Roserade or a Premium Power Pro, you are one-shotting, with the easy-to-do one. The A-spec of this choice is actually surprisingly not the, Neo Upper Energy, which is... I thought I had it. Oh, I do have it on my desk. Yeah, right there. Neo Upper Energy. Not the Neo Upper Energy, which is also a very good option because you could just randomly do the Draconic Buster from out of nowhere, from left field. But we do run the Unfair Stamp, which... You're never going to hear me complain about the Unfair Stamp when I'm using it. When my opponent's using it, it's an entirely different situation because Dragapult always has it. But we'll see if we always have it. Hi, Link. Are you coming? Oh, hi. Yes, yes, yes. But that's a lot about the deck. Congratulations, Nettie. There's a lot of bad matchups, mainly a lot of the grass decks. But if you could trade evenly with them, you have a very good shot at winning. Festival Lead's an auto loss. Have fun against Festival Lead. My dog is very affectionate. He heard me recording from upstairs and immediately came down like, I know what you're doing. I need to be a part of the video. Okay, I love you too. You gotta go down now. Can you do that for me? Please? I know you don't want to, but can you? Good boy. Oh, no, no, no. Liam's gotta record. There he goes. Okay, back in the zone now. Took care of business before we started playing. That's a terrible hand. Also, I didn't talk about this at the beginning, but I'm very excited for Larry's skill. I don't know. We run 9 basics? 4 Gibles, 4 Roselias, 1 Spiritomb. 9, and I hit 2. 9 basics, and I hit 5 mulligans on the very first game. Okay, I'm playing on hard mode, apparently. My opponent is starting with 12 cards, and there's nothing I can do about it. Thank God I'm going first. Oh, we're facing, Ends. And Zoroark. We'll get that on you, because why not? Yeah, we're likely to get Badooed, especially with his opening hand. He's gonna have Buddy-Buddy Poffin, of course. Yada, yada, yada. He's gonna kick my ass. There isn't a whole lot I could do about that, unfortunately. Supersonic. Sorry, I really like the... It's rare when it comes out. It's like every 3 minutes there's the automatic supersonic, and that's the only voices that you can make out during the entirety of the music. It makes me very happy whenever it pops up. Yeah, there's the Badoo. We're not gonna be able to unfair stamp, but like honestly our hand's kind of fine. We don't run rare candy. I had to double check because this is still my first game with this deck. But honestly, this matchup should be fairly easy. As long as we can get on board, which we are with Gabite. We need an energy. We have Lillie's determination, but we'll have Gabite for Gabite into... If I top deck energy... No, I would never be able to KO the Zoroark. I wanted to KO the Zoroark. Every time we do this, we are Gabiting into Gabite. And the reason why we're doing it before we Lillie's determination is because I want the higher odds of... Yeah, we're gonna do this now. I want the higher odds of hitting the energy. So let's get Roselia. We can take a look at our prizes. None of those. 1 Garchomp, because we have one in hand. Okay, that's as far as Pokemon goes. Our skill. Unfair Stamp is in our hand. 1 Rocky Energy and 1 Fighting Energy. Okay, nothing too tragic, it looks like. We have the Unfair Stamp in hand. We're just gonna rip the Lillies and see what we hit. I need 1 energy. Thank you. Sometimes you just gotta ask. I never remember this. Is Darmanitan damage to the active and the bench? I'm already regretting. I should have... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna need the Roselias. I needed to put the power weight on the Roselia, not the Gabite. Idiot. I knew it as I was doing it, but I still just did it. Oh, I should get punished this turn. He top decked the Buddy-Buddy Poffin, because I think he would have played that last turn. Is it 90 to the active? Please be 90 to the active. It is 90 to the active, thank God. Okay, not punished, because it didn't matter. He was KOing one of the Roselias. You could have one of the Roselias. I don't mind. He could boss his orders, attach an energy to Zoroark, or Pee-Pee. You could always Pee-Pee. Get the energy on Zora, free retreat with Un's Castle. Wait. No. Yes. Boss's orders KO both Roselias. I can't then one-shot him unless I happen to have a specific card in my hand. So it does look like he's gonna boss his orders me and KO both my Roselias, which is probably the best play. I don't run Night Stretchers, so this is... My dog's asking to play. This is gonna be a constant issue, because I can't get the Roselias back. But we are one-shotting the Zoroark. I cannot... Yeah. What are you doing? Okay, so yeah, I did make a misplay. I'll admit it, I made a misplay of not attaching the power weight to the Roselia. So we're gonna attach to you. Let's just get on board. Let's start this up. Give me Garchomp. I'm gonna need at least one of you this turn. Get you in play. Get you. We do run one Petrel. The Petrel is there. I want to Unfair Stamp him. Because he's got no Zoroarks. He's got no spunk after I do this. Give me the other Roselia. If I can Unfair Stamp him this turn, I think we just win. I did Premium Power Pro already. We don't even need to show him Larry's skill. I'm not using Lillie's. We're hoping to hit Unfair Stamp. I think it was correct the way I did that. It didn't work out, but I think it was correct. We're doing 290 KOing. I think I used the second Gabite. I know I used the first one. I might have forgotten to use the second one. But we are very far ahead. How many bosses did we run? We run 4 bosses? Hot dog. We run 4 bosses, so just one-shotting the Meowth is very easy. This is why I like the fighting type right now. It's tragic that we're weak to grass with how prominent grass types are right now, but if we can constantly take cheeky knockouts with corkscrew dive, grabbing a Meowth or a... My dog is asking to play. I don't know if you guys can hear the ball just bouncing. He just drops it off right next to me. Oh, you hit it? I love the fact that Larry's coming in ready. He's just so cool. We can Poké Pad, get Roserade in play. We Gabite for Gabite into Roserade. He's not, wait, has he Unfair Stamped me. Has he used a supporter? Oh no. You wouldn't dare. You don't have the boss's orders. He doesn't. See? Easy. Probably the Fez. No, the Petch. That makes sense. Petch is also weak to fighting. You don't want to plop him down, but I want you to. So that means that you should just go ahead and plop down the Petch run. And make him Link. And get it! I didn't throw it far enough. Did it go in my backpack? Where'd it go? It went in my backpack. I Kobe'd it right into my backpack when I meant to throw it on the bed behind me. If you're wondering, that is not where I sleep. That is where Link hangs out the entirety of the day. And that also means that I can one-shot him with... Okay, Link, I'll help you. 1 second. I one-shot him with a pretty little Pokemon called Spiritomb. Give me the Gabite. Okay. Hang on, I have to go. I'm so sorry, buddy. Did I ruin everything? I do that. Yeah? Okay. Ugh. Okay. So we Gabite into Roserade. Roserade, our Spiritomb one-shots him. The question is... Hi, buddy. Hi, yes. You can come up here. We get the energy through the Larry skill. And we're discarding the Petrel, which is fine. Actually, probably a pretty good thing to get rid of. The Pokemon that I want is Roserade. So now the 90 damage from Darmanitan doesn't matter nearly as much. Give me the bosses and give me the energy. say yes. He's got to have the bosses KO our Garchomp. $330. We're doing 270 because of the 270 on him, and then 30 plus 30 is 330. So we were one-shotting him. We're putting him in a weird spot. He doesn't have Unfair Stamp. We got the energy. So now we just need to get Garchomp, which we have in hand. Garchomp, Boss's Orders, Energy, KO the Meowth EX. He has to judge us. Judge moves us from 3 to 4 cards, though. But he does know that I have the Boss's Orders in hand. He doesn't have Unfair Stamp anymore. He's got only one trade. I think we put ourselves in just a winning position now. I wonder if Bosses was the correct grab there. Like, hindsight's 20/20 of me getting the energy off of the prizes. I did know 2 energies were prized. I don't remember if I grabbed the other just basic fighting energy. I knew one was prized and the Rocky fighting energy was prized. I don't know. That one's interesting. Also, I've been staring at this for a hot minute now. This is the deck list. Having a meta deck, and this is the best part about the Pokemon TCG, I think, in my opinion, is the fact on how cheap decks are. But you can also bling them out if you want to be a big whale, like a big spender or whatever you want to call it. But it's $35, which is really cheap, and the vast majority of the money comes from one singular card, which is Unfair Stamp. It's 20 bucks right now. That's so dumb. Fun fact, that last game that we just won put us in the Arceus League, so we're back up to 1500, which feels good. I don't like... The ladder resets quite often in the Pokemon TCG Live, but I hate when it does reset, because you'll go up against a lot of, like, everyone's back down to basics, so you'll go up against a lot of good players, but you're also going up against a lot of, like, new players, and it's kind of bullying. That last game, I don't think it was bullying. I think that they just didn't draw as well as I did, which... I understand. This deck did just get third in a 1,300 player tournament, so not... Oh, hey, mirror match! Nice. The matchup is favoring him right now, because he's going first, and he got a Gible down. The Gible was the big thing. We do get turn 1 Lillie's Determination. I think a lot of this is going to be... I should have a better start, if I'm being honest with you. He doesn't have any Roserades. I need to get one of each down. Let's grab another Gible and get him down. Honestly, if I could take a K, like, let's say hypothetically I draw into, hypothetically of course, 2 Premium Power Pros, do I use them? I don't know the answer to that. 260, 330. Yeah, I want both of those down. And I'm gonna get you down because that stops the Gabite doing 70 damage to KO him. The issue is my hand sucks. The good news is I have a Roserade. I just need... I didn't attack. No one's on me. It doesn't look like it's gonna matter, but still, that's stupid of me. Also, it might have been good to let him KO me, now that I'm looking at my hand a little bit more for the sake of Unfair Stamp. Badu is really good in this matchup for him. It hits weakness, so it's hitting numbers, which is really good. We've thinned out our deck a lot. I just need a Poké Pad. Oh, maybe not a Poké Pad, because I am going to get hit by a Badu. We do one-shot Badu. We will take the prize lead, but the issue is my hand doesn't have anything going for it. He's not OKOing our Gible. I think he's just going to retreat out to Badu, attack. He's getting his Roserades up. The 2 Roserades are not enough. It's 260. Garchomp has 330. I really need a Gabite. I need a Gabite. Or like a Lily's Determination. Or Larry's Skill would be fine, honestly. That's not... I wonder if I was supposed to let him knock me out. That's a really nice pickup. We might get Unfair Stamped here. We can Unfair Stamp him, or I could wait till later. Because he's going to get Garchomp up. I'm so far behind now. He's going to get Garchomp up. I could boss his orders, grab a Roserade. Because we're going to evolve probably both of them. Grab a Roserade, Unfair Stamp him down to 2, and try stalling a turn. So that I could get everything of mine built up. It's not a great plan. But it might be our win condition. He's probably using the same exact deck as me as well. We're just a bunch of filthy, no good net deckers out here. That sounds like a slur. I did not like the way that came out of my mouth. I've never said it with an ERS at the end. I did not like it whatsoever. I'm taking that back. No. It's like a net deck. It's what you do when you steal a deck off the internet. It wasn't meant to sound that bad. Okay, so let's figure this out. Honestly, it's not bad. The Cynthia's power weight gives us a really good shot here. Gonna attach to you. I think we are just going to boss's orders. Grab you. Gonna play the Cynthia Spiritomb. An Unfair Stamp. He's got to get an energy, attach. Right now we are not out of range, but now we are out of range of the Garchomp one-shot now, so if he does attach an energy to him. This is really important, actually. So let's Gabite into Gabite. Gabite into Roserade. Poké Pad into Roserade. Hang on. I don't want to KO him. Right now we're doing 100. Oh, Poké Pad. We're not going to need it anymore, so I kind of like doing this. We have 2 Garchomps. Okay. We're not going to play it. Or am I? This is interesting, because I can KO this guy. Next turn... Actually, this is pretty good. We take the lead on the prizes. Next turn, we have an energy. We can Petrel. Okay. We can knock out his Garchomp. Right now, his Garchomp does not knock out my guy. If he does get the power weight on him, that becomes a bigger issue. But we're going to pretend that that's not going to happen. Corkscrew Dive does 100. Plus 30 from the not Spiritomb, the Roserade. What's the name of the second attack? Draconic something? Draconic Buster is doing 290, 320, 350, 380. I could Petrel for the second one and one-shot him. If he does... Ooh. I mean, that was a huge commitment. That was a big commitment. For not much. I'm thinking about what I grab with Petrel. I think it's Buddy-Buddy for Gible. I do think I need to get another Gible in play. He shouldn't be one-shotting my guy. He's doing 290. He needs an energy and 2 Premium Power Pros to knock out my Garchomp. He can get the Garchomp, no problem. We're not worried about that part. We're doing 350 right now. I think I need to kind of get set up here for the future. I gotta invest in my future a little bit here. Let me grab a Gible. I wonder if it was better to grab the power weight. I actually really don't know. Because now we don't have... Our attack will be an energy with Corkscrew Dive. Because we have the 2 energies in hand. He didn't have the Unfair Stamp last turn, so I don't think he's got it this turn. Those aren't bad cards to grab. Actually, they kind of are, because we're going to Larry's Skill, get rid of this hand, which isn't fantastic feeling. If he doesn't one-shot us, we have the Spiritomb, we have the energy, we free retreat out to Spiritomb, attack into the Gabite or the Garchomp, regardless. Like, if he does 70 damage to us right now with Gabite's Dragon Slice, which he's not going to, we can just bring Spiritomb up and one-shot him, which is kind of cool. He needs 2 Premium Power Pros, and he needs an energy. We don't know what the 3 cards are in hand. He's grabbing a Gible. So he's going to need a supporter. There's no way the 3 cards in his hand are specifically those cards. Oh, sub, thank you, I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do so. Oh, that's huge. I can't Larry Skill. I can't discard my 2 Garchomps. Oh, that's so bad. There's no way I can get them back in, is there? Yeah, there's not. That's so bad. That was the, like, worst. That's all I have to say about that. We're gonna do 220, draw 2. We just need to KO this Garchomp. Yes. I could have retreated attack with Spiritomb, which probably was the better play, forcing him to have a boss's orders. But we run 4 boss's orders. I'm assuming that this is... We're both net decking the same exact deck that just got 3rd. I don't think that's crazy to think of. Although, it does feel like I'm... No, he's got the Badoo. We're not. I'm the net decker. Petrel for what? Fighting Gong. Okay. That's an energy. So a Draconic Burst is coming on. Gible is right now doing 20 plus 90, 110. I have lethal. That's kind of stupid. Let me double check. We are doing... Yeah, we're doing 110. The power of Roserades is very strong, if you haven't seen them before. Very powerful. Let's go! I mean, this deck feels very honest and very good. That's the easiest way to sum up Cynthia's Garchomp. It's gonna be good until it rotates out, but is it ever gonna be the best? I don't know, but right now the meta's kind of shaped up to the Draconic Buster attack is kind of good. Starting with the Gible and Roselia, we have the Gabite. We're going second, though. Oh, we are getting extra. I was gonna say my hand is terrible. I appreciate you. I don't mind losing this game. If I'm gonna lose any game, I kind of am happy that it's gonna be Decidueye. We don't have a good matchup against them. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I saw the Spupa. They're running the Vivian deck that I had a while ago. Love that. Adore it, I dare say. I kind of want you to succeed, but I also don't want to lose. So we'll see about this. If you just start Rowlet, you are in trouble. I'm not, like, threatening to KO you. But, like, you not have... I mean, they could have Forest of Vitality. I'm saying that it's probably not going to be a good start, but Bug Catching Set and Forest of Vitality is kind of terrifying. Also, why did they energy... maybe they were looking for something specific, which they are missing a lot of basic Pokemon, so that probably makes sense. They energy search before Bug Catching Set, which normally probably... Oh. I'm just going to attach these two. I don't know what's correct and what's not. I'm Lillie's. Give me a new hand. Give me a Gabite, please. Give me some Gibles. We can Poké Pad next turn. I'm probably going to Poké Pad this turn. I shouldn't have grabbed two. I should have grabbed 1 and 1. Just in case Badoo happens. Decidueye does 240. I don't think power weight's gonna matter this game. I'd rather just not draw into it later because we are gonna get hit with the Vivillon is like a judge each turn that they could use. They will put me to 4 cards every single turn, so they could attack with Decidueye EX. So having less bad cards is a good thing, so that's why I'm just attaching them without thinking. Just get rid of them. I don't think they're going to matter. The only Pokemon that they might matter to is Roselia. Don't have Force of Vitality. There's the Scatterbug. We can Boss's Orders KO the Scatterbug. Which might be the play? Question mark? Hypothetically? Question mark? Hypothetically? Although KOing the Dartrix seems like a really good idea. Less good of an idea now. I'm thinking this is a KO the Scatterbug turn. Make them scatter. It wasn't even a joke. Give me the Gabite. Roselia, we're 1 prize. That's actually probably a good thing. 4-4. None of those are prized. There's also a lawnmower now apparently going outside. I hate you, or leaf blower, one or the other. I hate you, neighbor. You'll hear from my lawyers soon enough. We Gabite into Gabite into Gabite into Gabite into Roserade. Do we Roserade? Wait, hang on. We KO the Scatterbug. If I get a Roserade this turn, we are doing not enough to KO him. I think we're going to focus down the Scatterbug and just try to make it hard on him to get the 4 cards in my hand. And if that's the case, let's just grab a Roselia so in the future we can one-shot the Dartrix easier. We're doing 40, we KO him. I should have actually checked for resistance. I kind of assumed he did have resistance, but I didn't know for a fact. Because in the actual Pokemon VG, the video game, I believe Bug resists fighting. Bug is always one of those weird typings that I never remember how it functions. Like, it does super effective damage against Psychic, Dark. I think Ghost resists Bug. It's super effective against Grass. I think those are the 3. And then I feel like everything resists it, but then nothing resists it at the same time. I don't know. It just confuses me every single time. So he's got the energy on there. I could have that turn Petreled for Premium Power Pro to one-shot the Dartrix. I don't feel a need to. Is Meowthing me? I like them putting a Meowth on the table. That's an easy KO next turn. Although, one-shotting the Decidueye is going to be so damn difficult. Maybe I was supposed to get an energy and play that turn. This is like the situation where I would have really liked the Neo Upper Energy. Like, next turn, just dropping a bomb and KOing the Decidueye. There's no Spupa. Or Scatterbug. He can't Crushing Arrow this turn. He already used Lili's Determination, right? Yeah. What did he grab with Meowth? Why did he play Meowth? He grabbed Chorus's Tenacity. I mean, Decidueye can use Dartrix's Leafage. and do 40 more damage, but that couldn't have been the play. You can't... What are we doing here? So let's think this one through. I'm grabbing Roserade. 2 Roserades means we're doing 100 damage. I'm thinking about attacking with Gabite. Just being clear about that. Not you, sorry. I need to get energies in play. I think that is super important. I'm gonna grab another Roselia. He didn't take a KO. If I need energies, I need to Lillie's Determination. Because I don't have, like, an item card. Fighting Gong. We can grab Fighting Gong for an energy. Oh, how interesting. And then I can grab Garchomp. And then how much am I doing? Enough? Yeah? Alright, I convinced myself. Give me the Fighting Gong. We're gonna have 0 energies in play. Which is gonna make this game a little bit more awkward. But we're gonna be relying on boss's orders from here on out. We're gonna grab Garchomp. I love that we just have 3 Lillies in hand. So let's double check this. Yes, it's doing 320. Next turn we can Gabite for Roserade and Garchomp. Board filled, feeling good. We have no energies in play, which sucks. But just 1 energy is enough to KO me out the X. Boss's orders. Pokégear into boss's orders. We have run 4 of them, and there's 25 cards gonna be once we draw another top deck, another card. 25 cards in the deck. There's a very good shot that we hit boss's orders from that. Then we unfair stamp them afterwards. If they don't get a Decidueye up, which doesn't seem like a crazy thing, I have more than 4 cards in hand. They don't have a Vivi. Okay, they're getting Dartrix in play, or Decidueye in play, I should say. And an energy, so they will be able to attack. They're grabbing the Scatterbug. Yeah, they need to get Vivian in play. Okay, this could be a little scary now. We are very far ahead in prizes, though. Link is now upstairs barking at probably the mailman. Or the person... You know what? Link is looking out for me right now. Link is barking at the neighbor who's being loud and mowing their lawn. He knows me better than I do. So he didn't get the Vivian up, but he did get a Judge. Not what we wanted either. So if you don't know what Decidueye does, I should say this. His attack does 240, discard an energy. That normally doesn't matter because it normally is KOing. If your opponent has exactly 4 cards in hand, ignore all colorless energy from the cost used. So normally it takes a grass energy and a lot of colorless, but because they judged me down to 4, it's not necessary. We're gonna bring up the Roselia, force him to have the boss's orders. We're not gonna play a Dartrix, we're not gonna play a Garchomp this turn. Let's Poké Pad for probably Gible. Gible. Get Gible down, attach an energy. Let's rip the Lillies. We gotta stay above or below 4 cards. We only have 1 Garchomp remaining, which means 1 is prized. I don't like that this deck runs no Night Stretchers. It's throwing me off quite a bit. It's throwing off my groove. Give me Gabite. We're gonna get Vivian down, which is fine. It's what we expect. It's just, are they gonna have the boss's orders is the question. They can take 1 prize. We should be able to get a boss's orders off eventually. We don't play the Garchomp. We don't want him taking 2 prizes here. We need to stay ahead on the prize race. That's just the entire goal right now. If we can KO the Meowth with the boss's orders, that means we should be able to boss's orders later on. Oh, we got a growing energy. That is actually very annoying. That's actually really bad. Oh, we're fine. It worked out the way I wanted it to, which is surprising because I never feel like it does. Boss's orders and Unfair Stamp. There's a fly in my room. I'll kill you, fly. I'll kill him. I'll do it. We have the Unfair Stamp to get him down to 2, which is going to be really strong. We have the energy to attach and KO with Garchomp. We do only have one Garchomp. We're going to grab Gabite. There's no way they can have a... Well, I was going to say there's no gust effects other than boss orders, but that's not true. There's Pokemon Catcher, which is flip a coin if heads grab... It works as a boss. So there's a 50% chance of them having boss's orders. We don't have the Premium Power Pro right now. We're in a Rocky helmet. We're gonna Champion's Call. Grab Gabite. We're gonna Boss's Orders KO the Meowth. That's the goal. I wanted to get another energy on him. Now, if our Garchomp gets KO'd, we are... And we don't get the 66% chance of grabbing the other Garchomp EX, we could be in a little bit of trouble. Ah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're fine. It's fine. Give me Roselia. We'll be fine. I believe in us. And Unfair Stamp, I'm down to 2. He still does have the Vivillon in play, which is nice. We have the Premium Power Pro for next turn, which is huge. Yep. Give me to 6. Let me draw 1 card. That's the card I wanted. But they have only 2 cards, but I don't ever feel confident in this meta about us sticking. I mean, a Poké Pad for Vivillon, an Ultra Ball for a Vivillon, gets him there to KO him. We did not get the Garchomp, but Gabite right now is doing 100 damage. We grabbed the other Roserade, he's doing 130. So we easily one-shot Relicanth. So we should be okay. It's just, does he have the Judge? I mean, if he doesn't have the Judge or the Vivillon, we just win because he can't attack. He would need Ignition Energy, which would do it, but... The one last prize is Garchomp EX, because of course it is. I think it is, at least. We have 1 in play and 1 in the discard pile. Yeah, it has to be. Oh, are we fine? Is he not attacking us? Pass. I mean, I don't have lethal on board. They shouldn't concede. You made it this far, don't concede. I have lethal, but, like, you don't know that. He's drawing 1 with Rowlet. I'm sorry. I love your deck and I appreciate it, but die. But die. Did I have lethal with... Yeah, I had lethal with Premium Power Pro and then Gabite into Roserade. That does... 390? 360? Something like that. Enough to KO him. He was at 360 HP, though. That was a good game. And we're in the Arceus League. We're starting to grow, thank God. I don't like not being in the Arceus League. This deck feels great. This is... I say is... Garchomp is the most honest deck in the game right now. It's good. And it's not doing anything cheeky. It's just constantly grabbing what it needs and doing the extra damage with Roserade. It gets there. It gets there. It does. The one down... Oh, there's of course a few downsides. Like, it's not cheating out extra prizes, which isn't great in this meta. It feels like a lot of decks need to cheese out the prizes. But what it's got going for it is the free retreat cost and just shenanigans with Spiritomb. That's kind of major upside, but the biggest downside... Sorry, I'm speaking a lot. I'm throwing out, like, word slop right now. Biggest downside is definitely weakness to grass with how prominent it is with Ogerpon Box, Festival Lead. Festival Lead is just an auto loss. If it's a best of 3, you're hoping for a tie. And if you take a tie 10 times out of 10. It's not good. A best of 1, you're praying that your opponent struggles to draw anything, and you win off of that. Best of 3 is hoping they struggle a game, and then the next game is super slow, and you just lose, and they can't take the final prizes on the last game. That's kind of it, because they're not going to struggle 2 out of 3 times. The odds of that are very low. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to subscribe, leave a like if you made it this far. And you haven't subscribed or left a like? Come on now. Gimme. Thank you guys for the support. Get out of here. Uniclets.